Hi, welcome to Suds and Fluff Family Farm. In this video, we're going to be looking at how I recently started some dwarf peach trees from the seed. And I'm also doing this with some dwarf apricot pits. So I ordered these pits off of Etsy, and I was thinking I would cold stratify them in the fridge for a few months. And then I found on YouTube a different method where you soak the seed for 24 hours, which you have to crack open the pit and get out the seed, which looks like a little almond. So these are ones I've soaked for 24 hours, and then I'm peeling off the outer brown layer and revealing the white beneath. And then I'm going to be placing these in a container with a damp paper towel under and over them and leaving them to start sprouting. So here are the peach seeds after they've been sprouting for, I think it was a week. It went a few days longer, and it started to get moldy. So I went ahead and planted them anyway. Here they are, just newly planted. And I lost a few due to the mold and also to losing a couple of the pits. So here they are. After a week or two, they're growing little green leaves and looking quite good. Get out of there. Get out of the strawberries. Go on. Shoo, shoo. Shoot, he's not supposed to be in here.
No, you're not. No.
Make him go out. No, wrong, no. Now you gotta walk the other way. So the ducks ate all of the strawberries, even the unripe ones. Darn it. Okay, so back to the trees. Hi guys, so here is what the peach trees are looking like. Is this in the frame? This is probably the best one. Here's another one. And I'm going to put them into pots that are bigger, because since they're getting a little bit big here. So let's look at the root. Can you come look at the root? I have it. Can you bring it closer? Okay, hang on. If I can get it out. Squeeze it a little here. Let's see. Okay, that's the root system. And plop her in. Look at those roots. Plop her in here. Okay, so here's the peach tree. These are dwarf peach trees. And I'm going to do 2 more of those. And I want to show off my willow tree. Right here. We're going to uppot this. You can see I've already peeked at this, but there's the root system. And we've got another willow tree here too. It's a little smaller. Alright, well I'm going to get these little trees potted up. Now we're going to go take a quick look at the other trees we've planted this year. Witch hazel. Actually, this is more of a bush than a tree, but it is leafing out really nicely. Okay, here's the second witch hazel. Here. At least this is keeping them protected. We should really come up and do some weed whacking here. At the hazels, these are supposed to produce hazelnuts in a few years. Sadly though, they got eaten. Look at this. There's like not a lot left on here. These ones are even worse. So it's so disappointing. And I've sprayed with neem oil. I don't know if these are gonna still grow, but I hope so. I think I'll come back and try to spray again. This one's actually looking the best now. Crazy with the blackberries this year. This is incredible. This is looking awesome. And Nathan weed whacked up here. I kind of gave up on the pulling the weeds because it was all overgrown, like over here, but all under here. So yeah.
Is the lid on it? Never mind.
Okay, so this was going to be a quick look. Here's the persimmon. You see it through the wire here? It's got little tiny leaves on this one here. And the other two do not have any leaves yet. I keep watering these occasionally, just trying to keep them moist. And I do still have hopes for these. All right, well, that's about it. Yeah, thanks for joining me today as we check out how we are attempting to create an abundant area that grows food on our small homestead. We have less than an acre, and we are working on getting fruit trees established, and starting them from seed is one way where it makes it affordable. You could go out and buy a large tree. It might cost you $50, $100. So if you don't have money, but you still have dreams of having an orchard, a food forest, don't let that stop you. Even if you don't know exactly where you're going to put the trees now, you could put them in pots for a few years, and by that time you might just find the perfect place. I'm also starting some red mulberry by seed, which I also got off Etsy, and I did a 24-hour soak with that, and then I put it in a pot. I planted it. So if those come up, that would be really exciting. And even though that is a large tree, it's a 60-foot tree, you can keep it in containers or coppice it so that it's staying small, and I think you can actually still get them to produce fruit in a container. So there is always that option if we didn't end up finding a good spot for a large tree like that. But I already do have a couple ideas for on our small property where would be good places to have a fruiting tree like that. Anyway, I hope you will like my video and subscribe to our channel if you're interested in seeing more about what we're doing on our small homestead. We doing projects that are making our property more abundant and fruitful. So if you're interested in that, and if you're interested in seeing how things can be done on the cheap with not a lot of upfront investment, then you might enjoy our channel. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.